G'day, I'm Evan, and welcome to Gamey, streaming live for Pickaxe Week all the way from Melbourne, Australia. Joining me on the show this week is Naomi Higgins.
I'm so excited to learn what a video game is. This will be the week.
I reckon you've got it.
Paige is here.
Hello. Ooh, more clap. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Greg Larsen.
The claps got bigger each time. Greg. Where? Greg.
I was just telling Naomi
We're freaking
before.
out
We're
because,
freaking out.
because there's British people watching and it's freaking me out.
Yeah.
I told Naomi I was nervous and then she was messing with me.
They're all down in their coal mines and they're like floating in the Thames.
Aren't we famous for coal mines in Australia?
I don't know.
Oh, now we are.
I just imagine they all
Are we
work
famous
in
for the
coal
Thames?
mines.
Oh, yeah.
The ponton on the Thames.
Hey, this week,
Do you think they're making jokes about us being their convicts right now?
probably.
Yeah, good.
You
That'd be
would,
fair enough.
right?
Good.
Because we are.
Sneakers.
I'm a basher. I'll bash you. Like I've been to jail before, man.
Have you really?
Imagine you in jail.
Well, I have actually been in overnight lockup.
Really?
Yeah, I've been locked up overnight.
Did you rate
yeah.
it?
Sorry?
Would you rate it?
I rate it, but poorly.
Okay.
Was it boring?
It was
Yeah.
it was really actually boring.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
Is the main thing.
I would
It
get
was-
mad at how boring it was.
It was really, really
How
boring.
long are you there for? You're just there for the night,
like
right?
12 hours.
Yeah, why is
Like,
it so
you know.
boring? Just sleep.
Well, you can't. You're not. There's no bed or anything. There's just a big
Really?
silver bench and a bunch of dudes.
Oh, so you're in the same
room.
cell as other people?
Yeah. And there's one toilet in the middle.
So it's more like a dream.
Did you did you piss or shit?
No, I did not piss or shit.
All right.
I was like,
Did
I
other
wasn't.
people?
Yeah.
I want to know.
No, a guy pissed. That was it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was it a
Got
thing
pissed.
when he pissed?
No, it wasn't a thing. Like everyone was like, to be honest, everyone was super depressed.
That makes
They were all sitting in the lockup, just like, oh,
Would you rather? Do you think it would be easier to sleep in the overnight lockup 12 hours
yeah.
or on a 24-hour flight?
Overnight lockup, easy.
Okay.
It'd be easier to sleep.
What?
Because you can just like lie on the floor or something. Like on a 24-hour flight, you're just like,
I don't know. I find planes pretty roomy.
yeah, that's
Sorry,
weird.
that's
Yeah.
mean, but I can curl up in a ball.
yeah. But yeah, so that was my.
Maybe we should get on with the show.
Talk about video games.
Yes.
Having an important discussion here.
I don't know where I'm looking.
You're looking at Jam over there. Jam.
Hi, Jam.
Down on the
Let's
cab.
pan to Jam. Just
Pan to-
kidding. He's the
pan to
only
Jam.
one in the room. Why don't you swing the camera around 180?
That won't work. Hey, this week we're talking about the Plucky Squire. But first, what do you think of this?
Don't
Meta.
call me that. I'm going to not talk for a while.
Thank you. Meta held their annual Meta Connect event this week to give us a peek at their vision of the future of AI, mixed reality, and wearables. Mark Zuckerberg showed off their new prototype Orion AR glasses and a new entry-level Quest VR headset. But
They
maybe,
look... Sorry, go.
Okay. But maybe the biggest announcement was that Wordle, one of the biggest games in the world, is coming to VR.
Why it's flat.
Isn't that just thinking?
Isn't that thinking? Is that what you said?
If I'm standing up in the world and I want to conjure a word, that's thinking.
Hang on.
I'm not getting it. That's not like a mixed reality experience. That's,
I mean,
That's-
I don't know what thinking has to do with anything.
I could do this to do the Wordle.
What?
Like,
Or if I want to be like in the space, I'll just think about
but couldn't
it.
you just say that about it? Like, I don't need to see the movie Napoleon. I could just think about Napoleon.
I don't know why you're applying thinking to whether something's in 2D or 3D.
No, but I already know all the letters. Like I
What?
know.
Like, you
you
know,
know them off by heart.
wait, you know every letter.
Off by heart.
Bullshit.
Don't make a big deal out of it.
Bullshit.
No,
No one knows
God.
every letter.
I don't want people to
just
treat
off
me
the top of their
differently.
head.
Stop.
Wait, what's after X?
I'm not going to tell you. You're going to
What's
freak
after
out.
X?
I'm not going to freak. It's Y.
That's
No.
the one
I don't even know how you're going to check that it's right.
Because we want to know.
Well, if you can come to me for that.
The reason we want to, we want to know. Yeah, we want to know what. We don't want to know why what's after X. We just want to know what letter is after X.
She doesn't want us to learn it so that we have to come to her when we have questions so she can feel important.
Yeah, I'm about to launch my mixed reality experience, which is talking to gas. It's like my life, but also yours.
That would be so much better than Wordle in VR.
I'd get scared. I think if I was turning about, because with VR, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but the world's around you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the same in real life.
No,
too.
but if I turn around,
Yep.
it's going to follow me.
No, well, maybe it won't. No.
Then why would I do it?
So you can leave Wordle.
So you can walk away.
I left it. I'm out. I got out.
I don't understand because like the worst part about VR is like you're constantly going, oh, who's gonna fuck with me while I've got this?
Yes.
Like you're like when you
The
put a
worst
VR.
part of VR is you're going to get attacked in the real world
Yes.
by someone.
Because you don't know what's going on. Like
You are very vulnerable when you wear
Like
a
you
VR.
got
Are
your
you
VR.
playing this in the 12-hour lockup?
Yeah. It's like, oh, you got to like cover your food and stuff, and you just be like. I feel like we glossed over like a huge part of like the Wordle thing is crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you mean?
Like the Wordle thing is crazy, but before that, what the fuck, Mark Zuckerberg?
Those glasses look like the 3D glasses you get at the cinema that are $1.
But it looks like how they looked 10 years ago.
They haven't changed.
They're more than $1. I think they're quite expensive. They brought them out in a suitcase that was like padlocked to a guy.
Wow, like the nuclear codes?
Yes.
Yeah. Or that really expensive steak restaurant that you see TikToks about.
What?
Like there's a steak place
Maybe
where like
you
people
see
come out with
TikToks
guns. They come out with guns and they go like, oh, watch out. And then like a guy with a padlock opens a thing and there's a steak inside.
What the fuck?
What? Because that's like a really valuable steak.
Yeah, it's like a valuable steak. It's like
it's
a
like-
gold leaf steak. They wrap gold
I
leaf
knew it was
around
going to be gold leaf. That's the
always-
only thing that people can do with food to make it more expensive.
It's just covered in gold. Is gold a heavy metal? Eat a heavy metal.
I don't know.
Eat it. You can't be eating gold.
I think you can. That's why they put it in.
Well, yeah, you can, but you shouldn't.
Surely
I
there's
don't
an
know
upper
how
limit.
much you're supposed to. Yeah, there's
There's
got to
an
be
upper limit to everything.
Yeah.
There is. Freely
Yeah.
the banana girl.
I watched the hot dog eating competition.
Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
How is he okay?
He's okay.
I thought he got kicked out this year.
What?
They
Why?
Netflix did a
Because
live
he did
stream.
a deal with like vegan hot dogs.
Oh, wow.
But then it turned out they weren't even vegan. But then he got kicked out anyway.
Kicked out of what?
The hot dog eating competition.
Oh.
You can.
4th of July.
This was
Hello?
this
Am I
was
the only one who knows who Joey Chestnut is? Greg,
No,
back me up.
I have no idea.
You don't know who Joey Chestnut is? You don't know who Joey
I
Chestnut is.
don't know who Joey Chestnut is.
I hope everyone in the comments is.
Yeah.
I hope everyone in the chat is pissed off right now.
He's an
'cause I am.
American competitive eater. He eats hot dogs.
Does he slurp him?
Yeah.
Does he do the like?
He's
So-
like the world record holder like a million times over.
And is he?
But he got banned. He got kicked out of the competition this year because he had like a partnership with vegan hot dogs.
But why would that get him kicked out?
Because I think it's sponsored by a hot dog company.
Oh, okay. So
Like
like it was a
Big Dog.
conflicting sponsorship kind of deal.
Yeah, but then they defended it because people were mad that it was vegan hot dogs, and they defended it by being like, oh, it actually has like gristle in it or something, and then the vegans were mad, and everyone was mad,
Yeah.
and I was mad because Joey Chestnut couldn't do what he does best.
What I watched was a Netflix live streamed event where he went up to defend his record against another guy that he had some beef against. And
I
yeah,
think it was over.
I think it was about eating hot dogs, but
Probably.
They had dog beef.
Yeah.
no, they did go into it. We're getting a bit off topic, but the beef was about there were.
This is more important.
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit off topic.
Joey
But
Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut,
I'm
the
concerned.
professional.
What
hot
were
dog
they fighting
eater.
about?
What were they? I think it was about the legitimacy of the records and stuff. But like, I don't know. Joey Chestnut can just eat more hot dogs. At the end
It's
of the
such
day,
an observable sport.
He can eat so
Yeah.
many hot dogs.
yeah, so many. In 10 minutes, he had 83, I think, and
That
beat his own
scares
world
me.
record.
And you don't know who he is. Isn't that crazy?
And he couldn't even dip
I
it.
don't know who, like, and I know how many hot dogs I can eat in a sitting, and it's like 5.
Yeah, but you're not professional though.
Yeah, I know, but like
Those
that's
are good
crazy.
amateur numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like as a hobbyist, I think that's really good.
That's pretty good. I don't know if I could eat 5 hot dogs. Apparently, so Joey Chestnut has a medical condition that means his stomach sits lower. His stomach
I didn't
sits
know this. So
below.
he's like Michael Phelps.
I don't know what he swims. his stomach sits below his rib
don't
cage,
know
I
if he
think, so
swims.
it can expand
Yeah.
more.
Wow.
Which feels like an unfair advantage to me.
Well, that's like Michael
sport,
Phelps.
Yeah.
What's Phelps got?
His body produces lactic acid at a different rate or doesn't produce as much.
I don't know
so
about
he
that.
doesn't- No?
We'll talk about that when we're not on stream.
Okay.
But he's like really broad. He's got like, a swimmer's body. It's just like crazy.
Oh, okay.
know what I
It's
mean?
like,
But
it's
that's
like
not
how
a-
frogs.
But that's not like a medical
jump.
condition.
No, but he's like a genetic freak specifically for swimming. Whereas
make
Joey
him
Chestnut is
to
a
swim?
genetic freak specifically for eating hot dogs.
Right, okay.
Do you guys ever wonder if you're a genetic freak for something that you just never tried?
Ooh.
No, well, I'm good at lots of stuff, so I guess I just
Maybe,
know.
I reckon maybe like rolling around. Like,
You are good
Try
at
that,
that.
and you're really good at it.
Yeah, like, but like fully rolling. Like, I reckon I could get into a ball and like roll down a hill or something.
All right.
Is rolling down a hill like a thing? Is that a thing that people do?
I
for
bet someone's made it
competition?
into a sport.
It feels like something like that they would do in England.
Yeah. Oh, they do. They do
Does
like
the
a
cheese
cheese.
one?
Losers.
Cheese roll it.
Losers.
Cheese rolling. Oh, get the cheese, mummy. We're running down a hill.
I hope someone in
Disgusting.
chat has chased the cheese
Disgusting.
before. It looks.
You chased like a big wheel of cheese.
I haven't. I would think it would be. You know that feeling that you get when you're a kid and you're running down a hill really fast and you can feel that you're about to fall over and you just give in?
No, I never give in. I white knuckle every aspect of my life every day.
There's a similar thing in Japan, but it's instead of a cheese and running, it's a giant like log, and they all have to ride it down the hill. And if they fall off, they'll probably die.
Are you talking about a roller coaster?
That rips.
No, it's just a log.
And
It's
you-
just a loose log.
Wow.
Oh.
And but
Love
they
a
ride
loose
it like
log.
straight. They ride it straight and they sit on it like a log ride. Like a log ride, but
Yeah,
it's
right.
just a log.
So it's
But
just
a log
going.
ride.
It's real.
It's going just straight, like.
Yeah, it's going straight.
Okay, right.
And people die?
Like when I don't know, but when you see footage of it, you're like, you
Yeah.
would die if something went badly wrong on that. I guess you could say that about anything.
Yeah, maybe.
Joey
Things went
Chestnut's in
badly.
danger.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about Mark Zuckerberg?
He just looks weird.
Oh,
what?
He
okay.
looks weird.
Right.
That's not the Mark
He has a
Zuckerberg
different
I
haircut.
remember.
He's got a.
But
he's
he-
working with someone that makes his own clothes.
His complexion, his body.
I mean,
it
he's
looks-
like chattifying.
I was going to say, what do you think he's had done?
Oh, I'd have to get the pics up to be able to. Maybe
Well, we could have another look at that.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Can we?
I
Look
gotta
at the
look
Zuck.
at his, I gotta look at his face. I
Get
like
that Zuck
doing
up.
Because there's that really
Look at him.
famous.
It's
Yeah.
just got longer hair.
There, guys.
Right?
I'm Zerk.
Well, did you see there was that picture of him that went viral because he had like a beard, but it wasn't real. But everyone was like, "What the hell? He looks so hot."
What is,
Oh, right.
okay, so what is this? So he's got these glasses, but then this other thing that's not glasses.
Yeah, so they announced a few things. As I said, so there's the Orion AR headset. That's a prototype, the glasses.
Yeah.
That's an augmented reality thing. And then this is just, what we're looking at now is just the Meta Quest 3S, which is like a new entry-level headset, VR headset, similar to the Quest 2 and the Quest 3.
Yeah.
Something is off. Not off. Something's changed.
He's just had a bit of, I think a lot of it is the hair, to be honest.
No,
I
no,
think
no. His smile is different.
He's been Jewish.
Maybe he's just happier.
No,
Okay.
that
doesn't
man
happen
doesn't
like
have
that.
feelings.
I
Something's off.
Is
You're right. He's had work done. I don't know what it is, but
yep.
there's something.
What, is Meta
Maybe he
Quest
had a lip flip.
is it a game? Is it a gaming system? Do you play games on this?
Yeah,
or is it-
this is the Quest 2, so this is a
Oh.
model of that. This is the VR headset.
Okay.
It's a
I forgot
standalone.
that was like connected to Facebook.
Yeah, it's a standalone VR headset, is what it is.
a standalone.
Yes, you don't have to plug it into a computer or whatever. It's just its own thing.
And what do you play on it? What game?
I play Beat Saber on it. Mostly,
Really?
that's mostly what I play
You
on it.
still play Beat Saber?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's like the best game. They keep releasing new songs. They got that new Eminem song, Houdini, on there.
Wow. well, I'm gonna buy a Quest 2 right now if I can play Eminem's hit track Houdini
It's
on
charting.
Beat Saber. It is charting. It is. That is.
I like Synth Rider better than Beat Saber. Anyway, it's more like.
All right, we'll play that then. So anyway, you can play.
Fuck you, dude. No one gives a shit.
Yeah. Sorry. Wordle.
This is just a VR headset. That's available, October 15. The other thing he showed was
This is an ad for the Meta Quest 3S.
with this show?
Yeah.
Or that is?
You're just reading out. It's available for pre-order
I'm
now.
just explaining this is the news. This is the news.
It says, Naomi, tell of your campaign against Wordle.
Oh yeah. Well, yes. Like I said, the
You don't care.
What do you hate about Wordle?
I just got really mad about Wordle when everyone was like, Wordle of the day, like just tweeting everything. So
yeah.
I was like, should I just spoil the Wordle on Twitter this day? And then I was talking to my friend Hum, on my stream, and she was like, you should sponsor it so it comes up on people's pages who don't even follow you. And so
That's
I did.
pretty funny.
And I tweeted it at 12:01 a.m. And a lot of people muted me. And I think I lost some powerful connections by doing that. And then someone told me later, they're like, Naomi, you ruined the day of someone who blank. I'm not going to say what because I don't want to specify, but think of like the top 5 worst things that could happen to you in your life. If you went on like Family Feud and it's like, what's the worst thing that could happen? It would be in the top 5. And they were like, you ruined that person's day. And then I felt really bad.
The day was ruined.
Yeah. Like what? How's Wordle like?
Yeah, they were like, yeah, it really like, someone spoiled Wordle and it just completely ruined my day.
There's better games than Wordle if you want to get it. Like it's all right.
That's the irony. Now I play Wordle every single day. Well, I don't tell anyone about it.
I don't play it. I play Connections,
I love Connections.
but that's not available in VR.
Connections is fun.
I like Connection. I'd move that I could get around in VR. I could put things in where they
Little
go.
pictures
Yeah.
of just
I mean,
people
just to
and
be
you gotta
clear,
connect them.
that's not how this works, right? It is flat.
It's just a screen.
Yeah.
It's a flat.
Why?
Surely you can get a browser in VR.
Well, this is the new thing, right? This is the new thing. What they've announced is now you can have 2D apps in virtual reality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Serious?
And
You already could do that though. Like you can
couldn't
play
you have a
any
browser?
PlayStation game.
huh?
Couldn't you have a browser open in VR? You're telling me you can't have a browser open in VR?
You can, but
So then I could just go on
you
Wordle
can.
on a browser in VR.
You absolutely can.
sure.
So
Like,
what is
it
the
already
difference?
exists.
The difference is this is here's in the store.
You get the boxes in the background.
I think you get the boxes in the background.
So you get stuck in like Wordle limbo. If you turn around, you turn your back on the words, you see
Yeah.
block.
And if you lose, you die.
And also,
In the real
it's
world?
the worst way. Like VR is already like just annoying. Like I have a VR headset at home that isn't even mine. So my brother
Same.
came to my house and lent it to me, or no, just like brought it to my house, then forgot it, and he lives in another country.
Oh.
So he like then forgot it, and I was like, oh, I can get it back to you. And he's like, I don't care, because he never uses it, and I never use it.
That's how
Okay.
I feel about the one
drawer.
I have. I got it from some
Yeah.
bozo.
Yeah, and, you
And it just sits in my house. I've literally never played it.
yeah, like you put it on, you're
You
like,
should play
oh
it
yeah,
sometime.
this is kind of all right. Then maybe your eyes hurt for a bit, and then you're like, all right, it's easier just to play a game on a screen.
Do you know what? I legitimately don't know anyone who has a VR set in their home that's theirs. And I don't know anyone who owns a VR set that lives in their home. Why is it here?
Well, Evan owns like
Why is it
7.
here? Oh, okay.
Because I have one of his.
And also the other thing is the thing that like it wears off really quick, the feeling of, oh wow, I'm here. It's like, no, I'm not.
You would think so. But
Yeah.
Evan keeps playing Beat Saber and it's been
Yeah.
years.
Well, because I mean,
What is that?
That's immersive though.
well, it's less about the immersion. It's more about it's just a fun game, right?
He'd rather not be immersed.
Oh, and also I played, was it Resident Evil? Resident Evil, I feel like I might have talked about this on this show before. Or maybe it was a gaming podcast. I don't know. But I played Resident Evil Village in VR because I got the headset, right? And everyone said, oh, it was made for VR, blah, blah. I can't get past the first bit.
Is that the one with the giant woman with the huge tits?
Yeah. And I can't,
So that's what they mean by made for VR.
yeah, and I can't get to that bit because I can't get past the village. Because it's like, it's going like, oh, you got, like, when you reload, you have to go like this, but your hand's going like, and you're just going like,
It's hard, right?
and then you're going, okay, and then suddenly it's like, oh, it's synced up weird. So like I'm looking here, the VR headset's here, and I'm like, I just got to push the recenter button. No, I'm dead. Like it's just constant. Like
I hate that when you're
It's a
trying to get
nightmare.
there and you're trying to get there and you just can't.
yeah, it's bullshit. And I want to play the VR bit where the baby's chasing you, the big baby. I want to get eaten by the baby and feel like I'm really being eaten by the big baby
Okay.
in VR in the dark.
Yeah.
And I can't even get there
That'd-
because it's like it's too.
Yep. I mean, yeah. I think Beat Saber's good. I haven't had a chance to play Wordle in the VR, but that I think
It must be a transformative experience. I mean, you have to assume.
there was where so
Imagine if you could play solitaire in VR. But solitaire as in the one on Windows 98.
Oh my God, I'd love that with all the.
Well, no, that actually would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Also, I really don't like in the Wordle that you have to like click on the. Do you remember when the planes you used to have to when you're in the plane and you're
Do
playing?
you remember when the planes? Sorry, my mind went somewhere else. Go on.
Yeah, I've forgotten what happened with them. When you're on the plane and you are trying to play a game on the plane, and your arms get exhausted because you're just doing this the whole time.
Oh,
I used to get like really sore arms on the plane trying to play any of the video games on the
yes,
plane.
I have that when I play Beat Saber.
Yeah,
On-
yeah,
You keep saying on the plane. You just mean when you're on a flight?
yes.
No, the plane. There's. Don't you know about the plane?
I
Like
was on
the big
the
plane.
But I imagine
Big
like,
plane we always go on.
but doing Wordle, if I'm on the phone,
Mm.
I don't even need to look at the phone to hit the buttons.
Right.
But I'm
We
gonna
know,
have to.
you know the alphabet, Cass. We get it.
Yeah, you know all the letters off by heart.
But I have
You
to,
even know where they are, apparently.
but I have to like aim them. Oh God!
I like
You're right.
Wordle.
Tell me more.
Wordle.
You mean global?
Are they?
I do one that's called Wordle.
Oh, okay. I do global.
What is global? Is it the same
I
thing?
assume it's similar to Wordle,
Where
but
you-
it sounds better than Wordle.
You look at a country and you have to guess what the country is. And
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's different from that, actually.
yeah.
I did
You guess a
Sotera for
country
that
and
one.
it tells you how far away you are from whatever.
Oh
country it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
It actually taught me a lot of countries.
Yeah.
I didn't know until recently. No, I've forgotten.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, no, because I've forgotten.
Oh,
You didn't
I
know
didn't know
that
that I thought Peru was in Asia.
ah,
And I keep, because I always get it mixed up with Nepal, because that's where people go and then say they went,
Yeah.
and it's annoying.
Yeah.
And then I got them mixed up again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm right. Peru is in South America. Now I know
100%.
that. I went to a pretty bad public school. But thanks to Global,
and now you're learning geography. That's good.
yeah, now I know where Ghana is
Where is it?
in Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Now I know what, for example, Ghana looks like.
You know the
You
shape
know the
of
shape
it.
of it?
Uh,
Yeah, I know the shape
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a rectangle.
That's
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah,
Okay. I'll trust you on
long
that.
ways.
Um,
You know what I mean?
New York Times guy said Wordle is the perfect choice for this virtual environment.
I
Given its
disagree.
simple,
Oh yeah, the New York
user-friendly
Times
interface
guy
I
would
disagree.
say that.
Yeah.
that audiences everywhere have come to love.
It's one of the worst things that's ever happened in the history of the human species.
It
Yeah.
seems on the face of
I
it.
VR
disagree
world.
with that.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think there's worse stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Like on reflection, there might be, but it's got to be like in a list at least.
Yeah.
It's in the list of the worst things that's ever happened in the history of the human race.
I think probably on the face of it, it seems like a silly thing to do.
Yeah.
But
Are we done with this?
I fear for the Quest if that's what they're advertising.
Yeah.
If they're like,
yeah, it sounds.
Well,
it's,
is it the #1 game in the world?
I don't think so. No.
What
But
is?
millions of people
What
play
is?
it per day.
What's the #1 game in the world?
I don't know.
Trying to think of a funny answer.
I reckon you can do it. Go.
It was like, okay, so when they say like, what's the most dangerous animal in the world? And then you go, man.
Yeah.
So like, what's the funniest game in the world? Like the game of love. Or like,
Okay.
Not that, but something like that is,
right.
is the joke.
What about Leisure Suit Larry? Would that have worked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool. I remember used to
good.
playing it, and like the check to see if you're an adult was it would just ask you questions that like adults would know.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah, like back in the day, before like when you weren't even on the internet and you're on the computer, and you'd have to be like, it would ask you questions like, you know, who was the lead singer of the band Cream or something, and you'd be like, fuck. And then like someone was like, I found out all the answers, like I know all these, and then you'd unlock.
That's not bad. That's a good, you know, before the internet it worked.
Yeah.
The point is,
Number one game in the world. Maybe Tetris?
it's probably Roblox or something, right?
Oh,
It depends on what your measurement is. Is it
Roblox.
number of people? Number of people.
Roblox.
Roblox? Is it-
PUBG?
No, surely not. Well, maybe
not.
at one time.
Well, it says
PUBG.
August 2024, but that can't be true.
No. You could
Google's useless now.
look at the
2023. That
about-
said, what the hell? That can't be right.
look, it's probably not Wordle, but millions of people play it a day. Maybe, I mean, I feel like a casual game like this is probably, you know, would be in the running, right? Because lots of people do just play it on their phone, not just gamers. Anyway, point is, of this story.
A while ago, it was Pal World.
Okay. Power World are getting sued by Nintendo.
For what?
hi.
What did they even do?
People in China play PUBG on their phones.
There you go.
Oh,
Egg
that would
on
make
your
a
face.
huge difference. Yeah.
You cunt.
All right. All right. I deserve that.
Yeah. Number one, PUBG. There you go. Who knew?
PUBG.
So, the point is
Yes. Point to us.
that the idea of this is that if you can, they're opening up so it's a more open platform so that you can develop games
Why
for
are we
VR
still talking
more
about this?
easily.
Can we
Well,
just
I was
move
getting
on?
to the point of it so that
Okay.
then we can move on.
And do you have to get to the point of it?
Not really.
About why Wordle's in VR? Like, do we need to get to the bottom of
Why
it?
why it's news,
You know
I
what? Go
guess.
on.
Why did they announce it, you know? It's so that they're making it easier to develop for the Meta headsets. So that if you can develop a web game, you can make it run on, you know, natively on a Meta headset. If you can develop Android games, you can develop natively for MetaQuest. Because one of the problems with VR is that there's not enough games, right? There's just not enough content. And it's a bit of a chicken and egg thing. Why would a developer or a publisher invest millions of dollars developing like a AAA VR title if there aren't enough people who are going to buy it, you know, who have headsets who are actually going to play it? But then why would people buy headsets if the games aren't there? So it's this like, you have to, yeah, anyway.
Especially when you have people like me and Greg who have the headsets but refuse to play games anyway.
It's so like it. It's like when every TV was a 3D TV for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And-
when they had the little curve to them.
Yeah, and there's like a curve, and then you get the 3D glasses, and then you're like, oh, cool, and then your 3D glasses just get chucked out.
I recently found out that my TV is a 3D capable television.
Yeah.
And I was hell-bent on watching Saw 7 or 8 in 3D. And I looked at buying the glasses on Facebook Marketplace and everything, and then I just sort of gave up.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a shame.
that's sad.
And then I watched the movie, it wasn't good.
It's
None of them
VR.
are good.
Oh, chill.
What,
Chill. The first one is pretty good.
the first one is pretty good, yeah, but
Yeah, the
after
first
that,
Saw was
it's
cool.
like, I have watched through all of them.
And
But not because they're
My pen
good.
doesn't
I
work.
guess
No, it
it's
does.
technically a callback. You know that the first Saw movie takes place on 9/11.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, when he looks at the phone, the date is I think it's 10th of September 2001.
Yeah, the day before.
And the
Wait,
movie was
what?
made like 3 years, like it was released 3 years after 9/11, but they were like, what if it happened the day before 9/11?
I wonder what in that movie that they were like, oh, this wouldn't happen in a post 9/11. Like, there's something in there that they're like, it's not believable anymore.
Weird that it never came up in any of the sequels either. They made, 9 more of them? And
Isn't it crazy that the first time this happened?
Because they're constantly jumping around the narrative timeline, right?
They are. They do.
9/11
They jump
doesn't
back,
really
they jump forward.
factor in.
It's like it's amazing.
It's a very inconsistent
Well, that
world.
I disagree with.
You think it's a consistent world? It doesn't really make any sense.
No, the actors have gotten pissed off because that was retcon their like 3 movie arcs being
Yeah.
like, actually, she was just a puppet.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's all. The Plucky Squire is a delightful, puzzly platformer set in a beautiful storybook world. It's full of surprises. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Developed by All Possible Futures, The Plucky Squire is a light-hearted single-player action-adventure where the limits of reality take on a whole new dimension. Set within the storybook land of Mojo, you play as Jot, the eponymous Plucky Squire and hero of the realm tasked with vanquishing the villainous Humgrum. Quest page by page across Mojo, battling baddies, solving puzzles, and engaging in mini-games. But when Humgrum casts Jot out of the book and onto the desk, things get real. Turn Humgrum's plan against him by jumping from world to world, utilizing tools from one to solve problems in the other. With a wide variety of gameplay styles and a charming cast of colorful characters, the Plucky Squire will take most players between 8 to 10 hours to complete. The game features 2 difficulty modes alongside
This is a weird
variety
trailer.
of
I don't know why
difficulty
this is the
assist
trailer.
Like, come and see Alien Romulus. It will take you 1.5 hours to watch. It includes many aliens of all different shapes and sizes, as well as a protagonist who you'll come to enjoy.
Come to enjoy. That was awesome.
Yeah.
What an
Thanks,
amazing
Evan.
trailer.
Thank you so much, Evan.
Should we?
Thank you, Evan.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you,
Evan.
Evan.
There was another trailer. I was looking briefly at trailers on YouTube, and I didn't actually watch that one through. I mean,
Yeah, I assumed that you didn't. Agree.
You seem pretty.
But it looked better. There was another trailer, but it didn't actually show like, actual gameplay. It was like, when they have a trailer that's just like a cinematic trailer.
Why can't anyone make trailers anymore?
Why
Why is it called a trailer? It goes in front of stuff.
Because you
It's a good question.
why?
Trailer?
Why?
Oh,
It's kind of funny, actually. Trailers used to air after the movie, not before. Think of them like a little
Whoa.
Why have you?
after the movie.
So it wasn't even a like.
Why does your phone do? I don't like that. Did you?
I'm mad at you.
That's really
Put
not
that away. Do not take that out again.
What?
I am pissed off
What-
at you.
Was that AI?
Yeah.
Was that AI?
Yes.
Did you bring AI into this space?
I want to pick up your phone and throw it.
Don't do that.
Oh no, it'll hurt the phone.
Why? Because then you couldn't do that again to us? I felt that was like a violation. Stop! Is she still talking? Get her off!
That was a look at the trailer for The Plucky Squire. This is a cute game. What a cute little game.
Ah,
Yeah.
An absolute sweetie of a game.
Yeah.
Made me want to kiss it. Made me want to kiss the game.
Little smooches.
Okay.
I was charmed.
Yeah.
I was charmed.
I reckon it's not a bad little game.
Yeah.
That's my review. Go thumbs up. If it wasn't for the new Zelda game coming out tomorrow, I'd probably get the Plucky Squire. But I'm going to get the new Zelda game.
Number 2 on a list is a pretty high number.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like it feels like a similar type of
Oh,
deal as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like a similar type of
Yeah. Puzzly. They're both Zeldas. Puzzly. Zelda's got
puzzly.
puzzles.
you think it was
Puzzly, walk
puzzly?
around, little muck
The
around.
Plucky Squire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're solving little puzzles.
it's all puzzles.
There's a
Yeah,
puzzle
but-
involved. We saw I played it just before. There was a puzzle and then you solve it.
That's what. Yeah. That's what.
It's true. I
That
was
does
there.
sound like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't know what to do, and then we figured it out.
I was sitting there and I was like, I'm puzzled.
Yeah. Right.
I'm puzzled.
Yeah, I felt that a lot.
At first I went, this game sucks. And then I went, oh wait.
There's whimsy to it. That
There's-
was pretty special.
yeah.
Yes.
We did have a moment of oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a little bit whimsy, a little bit cutie.
what is that
A little
emotion?
cutie.
Oh. You didn't get that one?
What?
He doesn't get any.
It's not on your list?
You were surprised? Is that
Yeah,
Was
and,
that surprise?
and charmed.
And charmed. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Delighted.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
delighted.
I said delight before,
surprised. I'm charmed. I truly.
Tickled.
I'm a bit like bewitched.
Okay.
You know, I'm under the game's spell.
I was not under the game spell.
No.
And I think
This seemed
part
like
of
a
it,
game you would like.
and you said that.
Yeah.
And I think that was why I was annoyed. So I
Well,
was like, Evan doesn't know me.
There's nothing that
And I've never been known
you like puzzles.
by anyone. I do like puzzles.
Do you think you would have liked it if no one said anything to you?
No. I didn't find the puzzles very hard at all.
Right. Okay.
And I thought this was a game for children. And a good game for children. I'm sure children would like it. But I was like, this is for babies. No?
Well, maybe then put me in a big old diaper and roll me around on the ground and say, hello, big baby. Hello, baby Greggy. Because I thought it was
Resident
great.
Evil again?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking about. I just think, yeah, if this is a game for babies, then put me in a crib, feed me with a bottle, let me hang out with all these other babies and be in like a baby, like a camp, I guess.
like
where
a creche?
like where all the babies go and like
Yeah.
adult babies, and then we're all just babies together.
Adult babe. Oh,
And there's mums and dads that come in and they're like, and they help us out. And
I'll help.
yeah, they're kind of, yeah.
Okay. So you liked it, Greg? Is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry because I thought I was going to enjoy it. And I feel like a hater right
You don't
now.
need to apologise to me. You're allowed to not like it. That's fine. I'm no good at platformers.
As soon as the first platforming level started, I thought Evan's going to be here for hours.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't know about the platforming.
Yeah.
Greg's offside all of a sudden.
No,
Greg is pissed.
I'm taking my bottle. I'm going to a different baby place. I'll still be a baby, but in a different way.
Okay. I also really don't like puzzle games.
Why?
I love
I
puzzle
don't-
games.
What games do you like other than pretending you're a lightsaber with M&M?
He likes Beat Saber and he likes Cookie Clicker. That's it.
I don't like to be challenged.
You don't find it? You don't find Beat Saber a bit challenging, or?
It's challenging in a different way, but also I don't like it when it challenges me. I like it when I win.
And also when you get to listen to new Eminem.
Yeah.
What?
Abracadabra.
Well, there's no old Eminem on there.
Okay. What do you love about? Do you like Astrobot?
Careful. You know how they get.
I haven't played the new Astrobot game. I played the
Oh yeah, Astro's Playroom.
I played Astro's
Playroom. It's the original.
Yeah, I didn't mind that too much. This is the thing, is I enjoyed this game, but I'm just not good at the puzzling, the platforming stuff. It's not that I don't like platformers.
You're really bad at it.
I'm just really bad at them.
He's
and that
really
makes
bad
it
at
really
it.
hard
Like,
for
it's
me
insane.
to enjoy.
I would love to see you just do a level of Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, no,
You would just lose.
yeah.
Maybe on the first level.
I died in this game a bunch.
You died?
How can
Yeah.
you die?
When you're platforming and things get you, or you fall off a thing and you fall onto the spikes,
And the Plucky's
and then you
quite
get up
high.
off the spikes, and then you
Is there
fall
like
onto the
much
spikes
gore? Like,
again.
do they show the Plucky Squire
Yeah.
trying to get
What
up the
comes out of
spikes?
you?
It's not gory. No, it's you just die, and then you rise. You go again from a checkpoint.
I don't love platforming. I didn't know there was a platforming element to this
So
game.
you didn't even play very much of the game.
I played like 5 minutes of the game.
Okay.
I've been
So
playing.
now I'm offended. 'Cause here I am feeling like, a real sourpuss, being like, I didn't like the game. I clearly played more than both of you combined.
Yeah, but I saw that. I thought that was like quite clever that you had a little puzzle where it was like take a word and then replace it with another word.
That's what I thought it was. Baba is you for little babies.
Baba is you.
Interesting.
Yeah. I love Bubba Is You, but it's so hard.
Do you actually?
I do, yeah.
Sounds like you don't know what it is and you're pretending.
I do know what it is. You are the Bubba, and then it's like you.
You're saying Bubba.
Yeah, like a Bubba, it's when you.
Yeah, okay, you don't know what it is.
When
You got your bottle, you're in
got
your
your
crib.
bottle, you got your nappy, you got a little a Bubba. It's a little Bubba. Bubba is you. I am Bubba. We are all Bubba. I know what it is.
What do you like about Bubba Is You?
I like moving the words and making them like it's ingenious puzzles, but then it gets so fucking hard when it's like skull is kill, water is float.
Wow, I actually went fully from you didn't know what it was to you actually don't know what it is to you do know what it is.
Yeah, yeah. And like there's
That's
so many things I'm just like I don't.
I love Baba Is You.
Yeah.
But you didn't like that element of this.
Well, it was just like, I mean, I played for like an hour,
You're right.
but it was so simple, and there was
Yeah.
so much talking, and it felt like every time you walk, you're getting stopped for someone to explain something that I thought was very
hate when that
obvious.
happens.
That-
And I did play it on like adventure mode instead of story mode. I feel like there should have been another mode where you click the box. It's like I'm an adult and I don't need you to explain this to me when it's very clear what's happening.
Yeah, I think they did over-explain a bit. I also felt like the dialogue wasn't very good to me.
No, I didn't. But I was
There's-
like, well, it's for children, so that's fine.
Yeah, it just felt like it felt like, I don't know,
for
it felt like
children,
a lot of it is over, like
Yeah.
it's just, it's
for kids?
It's,
Yeah, it's
well,
10
yeah,
up, isn't it? Like the E rating.
Yeah, it's on Switch and stuff.
Okay. There's plenty of adults who play Switch.
Okay. I don't know if it's explicitly like a kid's game. It's it's for people who like games like this, that sort of thing.
It's about a storybook.
It's about a storybook, yes. I felt the dialogue was there was too much of it, and it was a bit that relying on a lot of meta
There's
stuff.
always too much dialogue in every game because every single games developer. Here's a little tip: you are terrible at writing stories.
They're so bad. I
They're
was thinking
so
about
bad.
it when
They're
I was playing
always
this game.
bad.
I was so pissed off. I was like, this is the only genre of art where, and like writing is really important in all types of art. This is the only one where, by and large, it all just sucks so
Yeah,
fucking
it
bad.
sucks so much.
Like 95% of games writing sucks. I mean, I've done this
Yeah.
before on this show. I've gone off on this team.
I've talked about this as well. Like it just is the worst. That was why I love The Last of Us so much because I was like, oh, a story that I actually like and the characters that aren't the worst.
But to be fair, you've been a fan of Neil Druckmann for a really long time.
Well, who's Neil Druckmann?
He's the writer director.
Is he
Last of
is he also a bad guy?
No, I don't.
I'll tell you some stuff later. You're gonna love it.
All right. But yeah, every game, every single game, it's like stuff starts happening. I'm like skip.
Yeah,
I was just skipping so much.
Skip.
it was ironic
That's why
that
Ben
it's-
Russell makes fun of me because he says I only like games that are actually about depression.
Yeah.
But it's true. They're the good games.
Yeah, well,
Journey.
Okay.
You like
This
that game? I like that game.
it's ironic because it's literally set in a storybook. The story, it's not.
But
very
it's like
interesting.
I feel like if you're a kid, you would enjoy it.
Yeah, I think kids they'd obviously look past a lot of the writing and stuff.
Well, I just feel like they wouldn't notice.
Right.
When I was a kid, I watched the movie 21. Have you guys seen that movie?
No.
21
Starring Jim
grams?
Sturgis.
21.
Oh,
feel like I
the
know
card
it.
counting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I had really like a fond. It was a good memory of me watching that movie, and I watched it a couple weeks ago, and it's just the worst thing I've ever seen. In
That's
my
so
entire
sad.
life.
I remember thinking that movie was so cool when I was a kid.
It was it's not.
Oh.
Don't watch it.
That's like when I was a kid. I always used to say Gremlins 2 was my favorite movie.
Oh, I used to like that. Is it not
And,
good?
well, I've watched it recently, and I was right.
Oh, thank
It's
God.
like Gremlins 1, but there's more Gremlins.
Okay.
Which makes it better.
Interesting.
Like there's way more Gremlins. There's different kinds of Gremlins.
Yeah, there's that really smart one.
There's a smart Gremlin, girl Gremlin,
Oh yeah, girl
girl
gremlin.
Gremlin. There's
Yeah.
spider
Love that.
Gremlin.
Something for me.
Yeah,
Something for us, you know.
Yeah.
that's the thing. And Gremlins was like really ahead of its time. Like
wow.
it was,
Was that Spielberg, or am I making that up?
You're thinking of E.T.
Gremlins 2 was Spielberg. You are correct. It was definitely Steven.
Who was it?
Steven Spielberg.
You know what I watched last night, and it was actually
It was
really
somebody, right?
What was it?
It's
Vanilla
produced by
Sky.
Steven Spielberg.
Have
All
you
right,
seen
great.
Vanilla
Oh,
Sky?
yeah.
I loved it.
I remember watching that. I forget what Twitch rules are. When I was very in another state of mind.
Okay.
And it was really cool.
Yeah, maybe that was a similar thing for me. But it was amazing.
Yeah. I was like, this is a really cool movie.
I was like, wait.
This is fucking sick.
Highly recommend Vanilla Sky.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
Don't go crazy on me saying highly recommend.
Okay, all right.
I'm making a list of
No,
everything
it
you're
is cool.
recommending.
It's a cool movie. It's a cool movie if you've never seen it as well. Like if you don't know what it's about, it's cool.
I have no idea.
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is in it, and he's trying to play a charming guy, and that's funny because
yeah.
it's like there's just a darkness in him that is always there.
Like
and
Mel Gibson in What Women Want.
it's exactly like Mel Gibson in What Women Want. They're basically a shot-for-shot same movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Plucky Squire. I really like the artwork is nice, for a game like this. I think it's really nice.
I liked when it jumped.
Let's not do a 7 minutes about the
We
mask.
don't have 7 minutes.
We don't
for
have
that. Wait, are we past the thing?
About the mask?
No, we finished at 11.
About the movie
right.
The Mask?
We recently watched the movie The Mask.
The movie The Mask?
Oh,
Movie The Mask.
The movie The Mask.
Movie The Mask.
The
Movie The Mask.
The movie The Mask.
The movie The Mask.
The movie The Mask.
What's that about?
Yeah.
We don't have time for that. We've got
Mask.
game to talk about.
But can I bring up mask-related game?
Yes?
Ghost of, what's the new one? The trailer just dropped?
The sequel to Tsushima.
Yeah. Ghost of
Majora's Mask.
That's
Yes.
the one.
Ghost
Have
of,
to say
what
one.
is it? Ghost of...
Quick.
A VR headset is a kind of mask.
You could have said Crash Bandicoot, you bitch.
Yours all had
Ghost of
mask in the name.
Yotai.
Okay.
It's gone woke.
What?
Ghost
Oh, because it's a girl.
Ghost of Yotai's gone woke.
Because it's a lady.
It's gone woke. It's what is it? DEI? DEI. Avoid. It's gone woke.
DEI.
What's DEI?
What's DEI?
so
It's
jealous.
bad.
I'm so
You don't
jealous
want
of you.
DEI. It's bad. You get.
I spend too
it's
much time
fucking-
on my phone and I want to. Don't write down DEI.
Okay.
I think it's
Don't
when you're
even.
drunk.
Yeah, it's
And
me.
Investigate.
when you're over the limit.
Yes.
Is it when you're over the limit when you're driving?
Yeah, I got
that's
a
it.
DEI.
Drunk every.
I didn't get
Yeah.
it, did I?
Kamala Harris has a
It's
drinking
diversity, equity, inclusion. It's the new. It's like the new N word. People just say it when they mean. Oh, look, there's a black person, and I don't want there to be one there.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
That's exactly
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
it's basically that. But
There's-
also for like women and
There's
anything really.
there's like this website that someone's made where it's like, there are websites that already exist where you can like look up companies to see if they're ethical or not, or like give them a score, right? Like where you can go like, oh, this company has slavery, or this company,
Has slavery?
yeah,
Some of them do.
yeah, a lot of them do. Coffee and chocolate.
Do you remember that chocolate brand, the Tony Chocolonely one?
Oh, yeah?
Oh my god! It used to on the chocolate. It used to say that it was a slave-free chocolate, and they've changed the packaging, and it no longer says the chocolate is slave-free, and it says that they're working towards a world free of slavery.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So am I.
It's crazy how like
Oh no.
if you came down into my house and I had all these, like, I don't know, boys in a basement, right? I had all these boys in a basement.
Evan knows
work-
what you're talking
like,
about.
Little, and then instead of like going to jail, I went, look, I'm working towards a world in which I don't have any more boys in my basement.
We want
Like,
there no
but-
boys in any basements, actually.
Yeah, and I want that. And by 2050, I'm not going to have any boys in my basement.
Yeah,
or at
well-
least have reduced it by 80%.
Right.
And then people
It's
are
not
like,
the kind
oh,
of thing you
that's
can
so-
get
that's
rid
so
of
good,
overnight,
like-
right? Like,
Well,
it's not the
unless
kind of
we all
thing you can
gave
get
up
rid
coffee.
of overnight. What?
Unless we all gave out coffee, and I'm not doing that.
I'm not-
I just really feel like a 7 minutes in heaven on the mask.
I don't think we have time. We have to
Beck,
talk about
we're
the
having-
basement boys.
We're talking.
Chocolate train.
We're talking about slavery, Beck. We're having fun.
I don't understand what 7 minutes and the mask means.
So there's occasionally we
It's
do
a
a segment
DEI
on
thing.
this called 7 Minutes in Evan, where I just talk for 7 minutes. And also we watched The Mask recently. We don't want to.
We're running out of the time we
I
do
don't want to
have.
hear about how beautiful you think Cameron Diaz was when she was 19.
Was she 19 in that film?
I don't know, she looked young.
She was. Well, I mean.
I don't know, I'm not checking. But I am judging.
I don't know, but I think you should be in prison.
This game, good game. I don't know. I like the Plucky Squire.
Oh, yeah.
So what was I saying? The
Your
art style's
favourite
good.
game.
Yeah, the game I love.
The mechanic where you can pop out of the page and into the 3D world. I think it's they do a lot of creative stuff with that. The being able to manipulate the book in the 3D world to jump between pages, and it's like, oh, I need a word from the page to 2 pages ago.
Oh, I didn't get that far.
Right. Okay. So they do quite a good job, I think, of adding mechanics.
They didn't add them fast enough for me.
Right. Okay.
But I'm a real puzzler.
Yeah. Okay. They could have. I think
I'm a puzzle
For
head.
me, it was a good pace, I think.
I like
kind of
Bubba
adding
is you.
new things. Okay.
Can I just point out, like, people are going, people really want to see 7 minutes of in it.
And what's the time now?
Like, they really want to
That
see
is enough.
10:44.
That is
It's
enough
the
time.
Patreon, I reckon.
Do it for the Patreon.
Yes, it's the Patreon.
All right, we'll do it for the Patreon.
Does that mean I can leave?
Doing it for the Patreon, like having people pay for 7 minutes in Evan is like going to like a dominatrix. Like, it's like paying to be hurt and abused.
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool if that's what it's so cool.
No, it's not. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
They do a good job at adding these new mechanics.
You should talk like that all the time. Do it again.
I don't know what I did.
Where did you go?
I don't know. I was trying to catch up with my train of thought. I think the 3D world looks really nice. Like the 2D drawn artwork is really nice, but the 3D world also.
2D world.
2D world.
2D world.
The 2D world.
The 2D world.
The 3D world looks. I think it looks really nice.
The 3D world.
The 3D world looks
The 2D. The 3D.
I'm actually worried that I started doing an accent that I wasn't trying to do.
Yeah, I heard it.
It started getting a bit weird.
We wouldn't be allowed to do that if it was 7 minutes in Evan right now.
That's true. That's true. I could just talk about the mask and no one could interrupt me.
Yeah, but you made your choice.
Yeah.
You made your bed.
But
Shit
yeah, so Plucky Squire, it's pretty cool. I'd give it a 2 out of 10 for difficulty and a 5 out of 10 for enjoyability. Hey, thanks for watching. Let's take a sneak peek at the next game. Do you know what that is?
No, what's that?
No.
That's the guy that plays every N64 game week by week.
Yeah, right.
Every N64 game that's ever been made.
Wow.
How
the
far
Beast.
in is he?
And
He's-
yet you
he's-
don't know who Joey Chestnut is.
I don't know who Joey Chestnut is, but I know.
Chestnut.
I'm playing every N64 game, and I mean
What?
all of them.
Chestnut. That's a boob.
What?
What?
Chestnut.
Cass, I'm serious right now. Be serious.
Is chestnut slang for boob?
It should be.
Oh, chestnut. I get it.
Oh, lovely chestnuts. Oh, she's got lovely Oh, sorry.
Oh, I bet they do say that, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you all say that.
Oh, you go. Oh.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
You're all
Look at her chestnuts then.
so excited for Christmas time. Getting the chestnuts out on the fireplace.
Oh.
If you've been a good little boy, I'll get me chestnuts out. If you've been a good little bubba. If you've been a good little baby.
Oh,
Okay.
that's going up my spine.
I also, I wasn't sure. I was always being followed around by a couple little people in the game.
Yeah.
What is Keck W?
It's just, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think it's another slur.
the
They're little friends.
your little friend.
So you don't know about that. It's like people who are around you just because they want to be.
Right.
And they
But-
just sort of hang around while you do stuff.
But in a video game, normally if you've got other people that are following you around,
Friends.
they're useful in some way. They do stuff.
Well, they're there to talk to you so that they can stop you in your tracks every time you go to the next page.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is like 10 seconds to walk from one page to the next, and then they stop you, and then you have a nice little conversation with all your friends.
Yeah.
I'm being a hater, and I really don't want to be.
Okay. Well,
fair
maybe you should.
Because the game didn't make me mad or anything. You know,
Yeah.
when they said something about music at the very start, and I started getting like really bad flashbacks to Songs of a Hero,
Oh yeah.
which, guys, you can't imagine the suffering of playing that game. It was by, a Brazilian YouTuber.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was.
And he made a game, and the protagonist is singing the entire time.
Oh,
And like singing what they're doing, like the action
Yeah.
of what they're doing.
I'm
yeah.
going on an adventure and I'm jumping up a hill. Like just doing that the entire time.
that
And so I was really scared for a second, but
for someone who doesn't like musical theatre, that is what all musical theatre feels like.
that's so offensive. Because it's like the antithesis of musical theatre. It's clearly the straightest man in existence made that video game, and it shows. Harmless, it is.
Good episode of this show though.
Because I was sad.
I think.
Because I was upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Ben really ripped into it. Who else was on that? Tom Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all went pretty hard, I think.
Yeah.
But this game didn't piss me off. I just thought it wasn't for me.
Yeah. I also thought it wasn't for me. It did piss me off.
Well, that's your fault though.
It's because I kept dying.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
And that's insane to me. Because again, my problem with this game is that it's a game for children. It was
Yes.
so easy. But your problem was that you kept dying.
I didn't have the skill to
Hard
play
for
it.
you.
It was too hard. Well, yeah. I don't like. I get. I'll get stuck on things. I got stuck on things that weren't even puzzles, and I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing here? You're just supposed to walk under the bridge, but you couldn't. I didn't realize you could do that. You know.
So it wasn't even a puzzle. It's just you just had to walk.
Walk from left,
Yeah.
from left to right. And you
I was like
That's
going back a page. I was like jumping out of the book, going like, well, maybe I need to do something with the previous page. And I was like making the water full again and then draining it. Like, what's going on? Why can't I help this poor fish? And all I had to do to help the poor
walk
fish
to it.
was walk to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't realize I could do that.
How long did it take you to try?
Well, I don't know, a few minutes of getting frustrated, and then I looked up a YouTube playthrough.
You looked up a walkthrough, and it was literally a walkthrough.
walk from left to right.
Yeah, but it's because the art style, it didn't look like you could, it didn't look like that was a way that you could go.
Do you think that's changed the way you live now? Do you
What?
think you're going to try more things?
No.
Okay.
I'll just look up YouTube walkthroughs whenever I get
Just
stuck.
like, if you come across a thing that you assume it's not going to work just because how it looks, you might be like, oh, maybe I'll give it a go. What's the harm?
Look, I don't know,
That's
Yeah.
like how recently I was in a McDonald's in Portugal.
Brag.
Okay.
And they had a burger called the Big Arch. And I thought, no, but I thought, you know what? I'm in another country. I'm going to try something new.
Yeah.
And
What's
it
the
was,
harm?
What's the harm? And I was like a bit, standoffish, like foreign foods and all that. But then I had the Big Arch, and it was one of the best burgers McDonald's has ever made. And
Really?
What was in it?
it had crispy onions.
Wow.
Oh,
The rest I didn't know because it was all in Portuguese. So it was like, well, I don't know what any of this means. But there was definitely beef and cheese.
All right.
And then some kind of sauce.
Sounds like
It was a different
McDonald's.
sauce. It was a different sauce than what you'd think.
Okay.
And and they don't have the Big Arch in Australia, and I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know how to, But that's what I'm just saying. Like if you sometimes you'll try something new, and
Is that what okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you feel inspired?
to go out there and take a risk.
Take the Big Arch, walk under the bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I feel like I'm watching Vanilla Sky again.
I think what got me was like I expected it to be a puzzle. you know. You're given a problem, and I expected to be using all the things that I've learned so far. I can change words around.
Yeah.
I can jump into the book and out of the book and into the 3 world or whatever. But there was no puzzle there. The puzzle was you have to walk to the fish, and then you have to click Y and grab the fish.
I think we should move on because I keep losing respect for you every time you describe having to walk towards the fish.
I think it's a fair critique.
Can I say a different game that I also played recently that I hated?
Sure.
That made
for
me
it.
mad because other people liked it.
Oh yeah.
Still Wakes the Deep.
What is that? I've never even heard of that.
Still Wakes the Deep. It's a horror game, like a first-person horror game, which I love. This is my favorite genre of game.
Yeah, right.
First-person horror?
Yeah, I love a horror game. I love all horror games. I love being scared. I love being creeped out.
Yeah.
You're a freak.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that the appeal of that.
It's fun to feel
You got to
creeped.
picture him at the computer in the dark.
Yeah. Just sitting there in my
Still
nappy.
nice.
Just on my computer going, oh, I'm really scared. I am friggin' scared of it. But yeah, it was the worst game because A, it wasn't scary, and B, it was like not telling you what to do, but there's, when you see yellow tape in games or yellow things, and you're like, that's the ledge you got to climb up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to get, it was
no yellow.
it was just on tracks. Like the whole game was just like, there was no danger whatsoever.
okay.
There was no anything. You just
Yeah, right.
walk in a line like this, exactly where it tells you to go until the game finishes, and it sucked.
Is it like one of
I
those?
hated it.
It's a shame.
Because I feel like some horror games, it's not so much that you are playing a game, but you are the vehicle in the horror movie. Like you're just making you click the buttons to make horror movie happen to you.
Yeah, right.
Again, I've been too scared to play any of them, but I've been reading.
I don't play a lot of horror games. I played a VR one where you were on the Titanic.
We know. Oh my God.
Which I thought was good. A little jump scare.
enjoyed that.
Jump scares in VR is
I
like,
wouldn't like that. I
what
think
it's all
I'd
about.
cry.
It's more scary because you can't.
I'd feel immersed,
right there in your face.
and then I'd feel really stuck.
Yeah.
Isn't that
And also, anyone could come up behind you and bash you.
Yeah. Yeah. You get bashed while you're playing a horror game.
I don't have a VR headset. I've definitely played the one where you're an eagle flying. Loved it. Got really scared. Have you guys gotten that thing that you can get in VR where you it gets scary or you panic, but because you're so immersed, you don't think to take the hat off?
What?
I've heard of this happening. Like people get so sucked into the game that when something scary happens, they don't think I'll just take the hat off.
Right.
I would take
looking.
it off, I think. I would take it off.
I'd actually feel different.
I would remember that. I don't think I'd think it was real life.
No, you don't think it's real life. It's just when you start panicking.
Your immediate reaction isn't take off the headset.
Yeah.
Your immediate reaction
It's
is
like run away.
Yeah, it's like it's what it would be if it was really there. Yeah, no, I mean that's because you're not thinking about it. It's,
Yeah,
it's
you
an
are spooked.
instinctual thing.
Yeah.
It's like when you look in the mirror and you go, fuck, and who's that? And then you go, wait, calm down. Like you're about to fight him and then you're like, nah, it's all right.
That's what that sounds like. That sounds insane.
Hey, we should wrap up the show, shall we? The Plucky
You guys
Squire.
got places to go, innit?
What's the time there?
I'll go to the Tims.
The time, it's like 2 p.m. or something there, maybe.
We'll go down the main.
It's just afternoon. I think you just
Down the main.
It's an afternoon. The Plucky
Let's go to
Squire.
the pub.
Shoveling coal.
I gotta go get my lash extensions done.
The Plucky Squire is available now on PC, Switch, Xbox, and PS5. So go pick that up if you like.
I gotta go to the train station and wait for Harry Potter, even though they said Harry Potter's not coming this year. I want to see it.
I recommend the game. I think it's pretty good. It's like $40 Australian. And I think if you look at the trailer, maybe not that trailer that we watched just then, but if you look at a trailer and you're like,
that was crazy.
think it's something that you'd enjoy, I think you would. I think you'd enjoy it.
It's like $4 an hour. That's pretty okay.
Yeah.
Can
yeah.
you say governor?
Governor?
Governor.
What about shine your shoes, governor?
Shine your shoes, governor.
That's pretty good.
What's about a posh accent like this?
Ooh.
Hey, before
Tuning in.
we wrap up the show, we have to thank our top patrons, of course. Alan Cashian, Ben Russell's PS5 has a Patreon. Blake Hannikin, Brandon Wozni, Cameron Forward, Chris Potts.
Christian Sanchez.
Christopher, David Bourne, Death Wombat, Decay, Dominic Dave, Alyssa, Enron Intern, Flubby Wobbly Google Chocks.
Yeah.
McClaxel Chopspace. What are these names? Jim Bates, Mikey Likey,
Oh, that's fun.
MJ, Namph, Oscar A, Prof, Rupert the Dog, Scott Two Vendettas McEachin, Sean Prague, and Siraj, and also XZ Neil. I said and too soon, I'm sorry. If you want to hear your name read out on the show, just sign up to the Close Personal Friends Patreon tier, or if you can't get enough of us and you want some bonus game content, you can join the Backstage Pass tier, where for $10 a month, you can submit and vote on questions for our weekly Patreon question segment, except this week it sounds like it's going to be 7 minutes in heaven about the mask. So if you feel more of the show, I think there's about a dozen of those exclusive segments that are up there now if you sign up.
It's 2 p.m. in London.
Yeah, we're going to wrap this up. But, you know, no matter which tier you're on, you get access to the Discord and all that sort of thing. There's also a $25 tier where you get a mug. We'll ship a mug anywhere in the world. You get a mug anywhere in the world.
Other accents.
Anything
Liverpool.
to plug?
A Liverpool accent.
Yorkshire.
Is there anything you'd like
That's
to...
probably really wrong. and I'm
Yorkshire.
Is there anything you'd like to plug in the Yorkshire accent?
I like that one.
I'd like to plug Yorkshire.
Okay.
Pork pie in Yorkshire. You get a proper pork pie in Yorkshire.
Okay.
I think that's my favourite British accent.
Mine is the one I can't do, which is the Scouse. I don't know how to do the Scouse accent. Like,
What does it sound
I
like?
don't know
I,
what
do,
that
well,
is.
I wish I could tell you.
Are you
but I
serious, Cass? After what he just said?
can't. Ben Russell can do it really well. Can we
Scouse?
get Scouse?
Scouse.
Scouse. That's kind of yeah.
The only thing I know in Scouse is that song M to the B. You know that song?
That's
Millie
Scouse.
B? That's Scouse, right?
Oh, okay.
Sort out your manky Scouse brow. Or maybe she's just making fun of her for having a Scouse brow. I don't know.
Slag.
We're running overtime.
Slag
Is
riddle with
there
STDs.
is
Do
something
you guys like this?
I've
is
got a
your, No, they're
podcast.
Blackpool.
I've got a podcast
Sorry.
that I sometimes do called The Greg Larsen Show. Apart from that, I got nothing coming up.
right?
Check out the podcast. Sometimes I put out episodes.
Right.
What are they?
What are they?
Yeah.
What are the episodes?
Sometimes they're chatting to people. There's a few live episodes. I'm going to be uploading
So you
soon,
just
actually. My
record
travel
random
diary.
audio into your phone and then you get
Yeah.
people to pay for it.
Yeah. No, they don't pay. It's free.
Great.
I just do it.
You got nothing to lose.
do it for fun, man.
Cass, where can people find you?
At Sans Pants Radio. Find me online at Cass Page. Listen to Being Hot is Hard and Shut Up a Second. Naomi's been on both. They're really silly podcasts.
That's right.
One's just like yapping, and the other one is yapping about being hot, and we ask people why they're freaks. Because everyone is.
Sure. And I mean, anything you'd like to plug?
I mean, what's my deal anymore even?
Yeah, I don't know.
I have stuff to look forward
That's
to.
a very existential.
Yeah.
I
What are you
know,
excited for?
but it's not, you're not going to know anything about it
Fair enough. Okay.
for maybe years to come, if ever. I feel a kinship with like Kendrick Lamar, you know? Does one thing and then disappears for like 5 years.
Yeah, right.
You're
Pops
here.
back up. This doesn't count.
Okay.
This isn't a thing.
I have something to plug this week before we wrap up.
Oh, sorry, we should have asked.
Sorry.
No, I think we really are, have to stop. Like we do. Like we
We're
are.
out of time.
over time.
No, they started late anyway.
Yeah, no,
That's
yeah.
true, actually. That is
We're
right.
actually ahead.
We are streaming a live comedy podcast festival, which actually spans Australia and the UK. It's called Cheerful Earful. Next weekend, it will have a heap of shows streaming from this studio over 3 days, including Do Go On, Confessions of the Idiots, Willosophy, Plumbing the Death Star, and Mish and Zach. Go to cheerfulifle.co.uk
Sounds
for tickets. It's going to be great. We're going to have an audience in here, up to 100
But
people.
you were going to say orgy.
No, an audience. There'll be an
That's
audience
a cheerful
in here.
earful.
We'll-
Oh, that's what you meant by wet willy.
We're gonna have. There's gonna be we're gonna have a bar. We're gonna have you'll be able to get pizzas. Then we're gonna set up the whole the outside to be we come and hang out and stuff. It'll be like a festival.
Sounds like Firefest.
Yeah or no?
I'm excited for it.
We're going to have a
excited for it.
jacuzzi and a ball pit.
I mean, if all they committed to was beer and pizza, I think they could have pulled it off.
I don't know, that guy's pretty stupid. They're doing that again. Have you seen that? They're doing
Oh,
Fire
they do-
Festival too.
Really?
That guy is doing Fire
Really?
Festival too.
I almost want to go.
I know.
I almost
That's
want
the
to
thing.
go.
I reckon
A lot of
they'll
people have bought tickets.
They'll sell out for sure. Hey, if you're watching this live, don't go too far because in a couple of hours, Yomp, the Ye Olde movie podcast, will be streaming right here on the Yogscast
I think it's
Twitch
just ye
channel.
old, is it not?
It's got an E on it. Well, yeah, I know.
You just said ye oldie?
Well, it's because it's got an E in there. Ye Olde. I don't know. All right.
Ye oldie? Sorry.
Anyway, they're streaming here on the Yogscast Twitch channel in a couple of hours. I think they've been on hiatus most of the year, so if you're a fan, you won't want to miss that.
That's after us.
That's after us. Not immediately, but...
What's after us?
Well, I don't think there is anything immediate. I don't know.
Why are we in a rush?
I want to know.
I want to go home.
Yeah, it's late here.
I want to leave.
It's after 11 p.m. in Melbourne.
Do you think
So
it
what,
would
you
stay
can
long
go
enough?
roll around on the floor and
Yes.
nappy on?
I want to roll around. I want to get into my nappy and just wind down.
Oh, yeah.
And just have a wind down at the end of the day.
Hot milk to take the edge
Hot
off.
milk, just a hot milk laced with Valium, and just
That
relax.
actually sounds so good.
Yeah.
He calls it mother's milk.
Hey, thanks so much for watching us. If you enjoy the show, you can go check us out on YouTube. We'll catch you again soon. Bye.
They're going to put music over this, right?
I'll put music over it.
Like, it's all about your flexibility. The ribs aren't what's getting in the way.
Yeah, you can suck your own dick anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Or you can't, but you can't, the ribs aren't going to make a difference. Imagine getting your ribs removed and then being like, oh, fuck, I still can't.
Oh man, you wait 3 months to heal.
You just wait for so long and you're like, I'm not even fucking close.